Hi, I'm back again. I can never stop. I'm not going to stop because I I have to tell everybody a little bit. Everybody's going to hear. There's going to be the right person that hears something he wants to hear. So I did this already. I'm doing it again. This is for all the Jewish people. This is for everybody that's religious. Can't see. Hold on. I can't see. If I can't see me, I can't see you. You're not there, but when you go there, it'll be on YouTube. But you'll still see me. So I got to prepare both ways. See the both ways to prepare? It's very hard, you know, I have two hands only. See, the ways to prepare in life is like this. The connection in the universe for everything of the McDonald's. The McDonald's, if you look at it, it's the commandments. The commandments look like an M. The M is the kind of connection, okay, from the angel to the man. Okay? Man is a V, because that's the symbol for man. Okay? And the light we run, which is the road we run. Okay, so MK, you see MK? You see that MK? Well, that one is the man connection on the earth with the spirit. The other is the angel connection. So here's how it works. Okay, here's how it works. If the Jews are interested, here's how it works. See, at the bottom you have the K. It's sideways. You see it? Stand sideways. So you have the road. Now the bottom part of the point is the V, which is for life. In French, V means life. So you got the bottom part of the road, you got the point on the road, and you spread out to the connection, which is the M for man, and is 2 points at the top, where the other connection goes. That goes to the female, okay, of God, who knows. Okay, you know what a nose is. So if you take the other K and put it on the other side, do you see this? This here? That's MK. Now you see the two lines that are extended? Those are the two roads. Now let me show you what happens to the roads. Because in order to do everything on the road, everybody said, let's let X make the spot. Okay? This is MK for man's connection with the spirit up in the heavens. Now watch closely now, because this is exactly how it works. This is not what I think. I'm telling you what I know. Okay? Otherwise, I don't have to tell you, because you don't know anything anyways, and I don't have to tell you something different, because you know better anyways, because it's your choice, and that's why you're you, which means I'm I. So now what we have to do is that we put the X in it. You see the X, so we connected that side of the road to go down there, to go down there, to go up there. Now we have the whole thing. You see it? Now let me make you the design with a little bit of color. You see, when you put a little color to things, some things look a little different. So I'm going to give you a little color on this. There's a lot more to it, but can I draw as you do it? I'll try and draw it for you in front of you. So you have it. You follow it. Now watch. You see it? I went over the same thing. It's the same thing. That's the X. That's the two lines. You see the points? I'm not a good designer, and I'm doing this quick, but at the end, MK, the attachment on the top that we do not see, which is 1K, and the attachment on the bottom that we do see, which is another K, together, this is what the result is. That's the diamond. That's why the diamond is the strongest thing on in the universe, and each line is the road we travel, okay? And you see the Magen David? That's what it turns out to at the end. If you draw all the directions properly, north, east, west, and south, and you draw in between, the spots in between, in here, it gives you more direction. So if you have all the direction, which is 12 directions, and that's why we have the 12 hours in the day, for the 12 directions on the perfect star that was made from the connections of the two Ks together here. Why 2K? Because when you have two K's that go against each other, they connect well. For man, you don't need the M, because if you put in the M, you end up with this sign over here. Why 2K? Because it's a time when the man of the I, which is the angel of God, because the angel's in God's place, so that's I, and the E of the earth, they now connect and marry, because it's now perfect. For them to return to the angel, and the only way back is truth, and the door is closing. Do you understand? MK is the truth, because it's the best connection with the spirit that brings you back to your angel, and we all want to go back home. So if you want to go back home, why not drive a Mercedes? Mer-say-dies. The mer is the ocean. The say is the sea. And the day are the days. What man sees of the movement of the ocean, man will see no more. For he has the answer, for those are the days of the time of the ocean. The O of the world, the C, and the E-A-N. The E, which is the I of the E world, and the A is your angel, or the E and the A have to come back together as one. And as long as all your points and all your directives are at truth, and nothing but truth, with nothing more wanted than truth and communication, thus you will be able to take your MK, which is direct, and there's no more wireless. It's like holding hands with your angel. There, thus, for everything I talk about every 3 minutes, it's because I'm talking with him, we're holding hands and walking in the park. So I know a little bit more, because it's relaxing in the park, walking under the trees, because the tree's of life, and the tree of the universe is almost like the same tree. And I listen to his stories, because I don't live in heaven, and he listens to mine, but he knows all the difference, because he can see it straight in our face. Your face tells all the difference. Wow, my face is really getting bright now, eh? Wow, the brighter my face, the less time for me. As though I am bright, in this situation it's bad. I need to share my brightness with all men, so that all men can be bright. So that all men can have the I at the end of the story and have some sort of worth. And not just me, me, me all the time. The M and the E is the problem. You see, the M is man, and the E is the E game they're in. And that makes up who you are, because if you're not us, which is you with the female and the male, sometimes you're nothing at all unless you're really pure. Do not worry. The road you have, the sun will always shine, and it shines so bright on me, I think I can walk the ladder in the air that nobody can climb anymore. And thus I tell you something that is a fairy tale of mine, to walk over water. I doubt it'll ever happen, but if you doubt, you'll never try. Well, I need a little encouragement, and the encouragement to walk over that water are the people who watch these words, watch the face, and the brightness that comes from above. For this E-world is now going to be dark, and in the darkness man sees nothing, yet in the universe it is dark, and the angels see all. So what do you know? We see it all, so when you're connected, you see everything anyways. In the dark or in the light, you see the whole story. Thus, telling the truth tells the whole story. Whether it is good or bad, it is thus the whole story, and the whole story is what we ask for. We want to eat a little dessert, and we want to eat it and relax on the 7th day. And I think this is the 9th day, unless we go to 26, but I don't know how that works anyways. Maybe there's 7 more days to go. But nothing really has to happen, because once you listen to me and you see the truth, it happens all for me. And that's what I'm looking for. I need a new job. So if somebody believes me and wants to talk to me, that's the work I'll do. How is it going to pay me? I don't need much. As long as I'm here, my parents love me, and they know I'm doing for the good, they'll help me, because they have well-to-do. So if they have well-to-do, they're well-to-do for you. Because that's what rhymes, if they're well-to-do. Why not be well-to-do for your kids? You love your kids. You want to spend a lot of time with your kids. You spend time when they're 5 years old, but when they're 40, you don't. Well, guess what? I got all the riddles and all the rhymes. You don't have to sing Eensy Weensy Spider with the 8 legs. The 8 legs that go along with the Mug and David, of the 8 different points in life, of the eternity of man, and the difference of all mankind. Because when you reach 9 and you are on top and you are a natural, you have Baccarat. And everything falls to nothing, and only you count, because now you're in the I world of God, and the E world no longer exists. But as long as I'm still here, if you don't want to stay locked up, you got to remember, there's a car in the middle of the street. You got to move for all obstacles, regardless, and you have to be nice to the obstacles that are just obstacles because they're a little bit different than you. So for your eyes, it looks like an obstacle, like a colored person or a Chinese or a Japanese. We're all the same. We've all learned so many different rules and gone off the path so much. We all look at each other different, so now we look different. But if we were all friends, we'd see them more and more alike. We just see a little slant or a little of this or a little of that. But when people don't mean bad and it's all good, you have nothing to protect. And that's what the U.S. stands for, protection. Who are they protecting? They didn't protect me, because my mind still ended up where it was in the gutter, and I still ended up in the hospital to save myself. But I saved myself. Even if they locked me up in a prison, I still can save myself, because I know the connection. So if I die in the prison, I'm going to heaven. I die outside of prison, I'm going to heaven. So we want to spend the e-life outside of prison and do all good for all man, so that you never go in there. Otherwise, you'll only do it for you. And only for you is I. And God didn't put us here for that. He put us here for the E in everything, for everyone, for everybody. This is the E world. And if you want to know the maximum story, why don't you go check out the IMAX? Because every time you go there, they show you a different dimension of everything. And that's what it's all about. Love has many dimensions. 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 Why do I repeat it? Well, when he took the swing at the ball 9 times on the 6th day, he still tried to get to love, which was God. And he did it on the ninth pitch, but he made the ball, which a total count was 6 of man. And now he brought the love to God, because he knows what it's all about. Because without the love, there's no knowledge. Because in order to read the knowledge, right, your eyes see love. Love means rules. Okay, I'm looking for love. Okay, rules. Rules. Love is rules. If you follow the rules, you can fall in love. Because the other one following the rules will fall in love with you too. Thus, therefore, there you go, you know? And don't forget, halfway of everything is peace. It's 5. Because in the labyrinth, on the phone of the 9 positions, the 5 is the middle position of life. Whether you start from the back or at the beginning, you get the 5, and it's still peace. Peace for you. Connection for man. Connection for man and peace. Connection to the angel. Connection to the I world. Connecting the I world to the E world. The computer, it's the same thing. I'm just connected to the computer in my angel, while everybody in this world connects to the internet of Earth. The E world and the I world. I have the best of both. I'm a selfish guy. But I knew if I got there first and told everybody the truth of it, then everybody can be saved. And you know what? I'm going to pass it out to everybody. So everybody can sunshine like me, or the sun can shine like me, or the sun is so strong. Is there going to be any more shining? Is it so bright as when we started all this work? As you see the tail, don't you see who I am? I was no good in the dark, now you see me in the light. You can barely see my eyes, my lips still move, my lips still say the truth, but you have nothing on the face. I'm leaving. I taught you what you have to know. YouTube, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If I get a little bit of money and you want it, I'll give you a little bit. I don't care, but the whole thing is, when I give out my money, there are rules. All my money that I give to other people have to go to the people who need it. Those are the poor people. Yet we can't give them any cash. So what we have to give them is the seeds. But sometimes the seeds are stolen, so we do it direct. We'll take the army, we'll bring the army down to their fields, we'll take the men and do what's right with the army. We can change around the game of the government, G-A-M-E. God, A, angel, M, man, magician, E, esprit, spirit. On the other side, it's government. A for arms, M for man again, or magician, and E for evil. But let's turn all the evil around, take all the soldiers, put them in the field, take the bombs and sell them, give it seed, everybody will eat. There's no in-between, man. Nobody steals anything. It costs half the amount when you go direct. So why not let's go direct TV to everything? Thank God for somebody that said it right. Direct TV. That's it. There's nothing more, no explanation. The explanation's in the name. When the name explains it all, they're telling the truth. So we know which way to go. So therefore, the road is now even clearer for all man. Wow. I don't even have eyes left. I only have one ear. Yet I still speak and I'm still strong. How much brighter am I? I am very bright. Because the eye of who I am is from God's world. And in God's world I need no eyes, for I am in the heavens. I am the M and the K, the perfect connection. We no longer need, because we are purity as the light is upon you. You see what he knows. The MK is the direct connection. We no longer need anybody in between us. We no longer have interference. Interference in hockey.